Google Gemini just released a bunch of brand new ways for you to be able to automate your work and a bunch of new changes that you probably haven't seen yet because a lot of these things went under the radar. But by the end of this video, you're going to know what all these changes are and how to take advantage of them. Google Gemini change number one that I wanted to make sure that you're aware of is now when you actually come over into your model selector, you are going to see 3.1 Flash Lite. We're going to see 3.5 Flash. We're going to see 3.1 Pro. That's not new. What's new is you can now actually choose the thinking level. So under 3.1 Pro, you're going to see that we have standard, we have extended, we have deep think. If we come under 3.5 Flash, you're going to see that we have standard and extended. And if we come over to 3.1 Flash Lite, we are also going to have standard and extended. So I want you to actually take this into consideration every single time that you go to do something. For example, let's say that we come over here and I'm actually going to upload some financial documents over here. We could actually come over here and I'm going to take this payments right here. And what I'm going to say is analyze this. Tell me how to optimize my business. Okay. I'm going to do the same exact thing over here, except we're going to use 3.15 Flash and we're going to choose this to be extended right here. And I want to show you what the difference actually is. So we're literally going to put the same exact prompt into each of these. Actually, instead of this, let me actually grab this and we're going to do 3.5 Flash. We're going to keep this on standard. So we have standard running right here on Flash. We also have this running right here on Flash Extended, and I want to actually share with you the results of the two so that you understand which one you should actually use. We can see right here that this is now actually going through and this is actually writing up some code in order to actually analyze this document right here. If we come over here, we could see that it also did the same thing, except it came up with a much quicker answer right here. And if we actually look at this actually turned this into a graph right here, which is pretty cool. This goes through the core diagnostics of why things are actually failing right here. It says that I have actually lost $46,000 as a result of that. Goes through the Dunning and retry nightmare. Goes through an actionable optimization strategy right here, which is pretty cool. Goes through diversifying all these things and also gives us a next step right here. Now, this did this pretty quickly. This was with Flash and this was just with the standard level of thinking. If we come over here, we could see that this actually failed. I gotta be honest. That's pretty crazy, and that is honestly pretty disappointing. So I'm going to give this one other try right here and see if this actually improves and actually does this. We could see that now it actually did. So again, this is going to be just the standard answer right here. Personally, I think that this is pretty good. And this was actually a sheet of like a bunch of different payments. I think it had like 46,000 different things here with probably a dozen or so different columns. So this was a lot of information that we gave this. And if we come over here, we could see that this now actually went through, gives us this meta analysis right here, the Dunning flaw, playbook to optimize our business right here. And what I would say here is that honestly, Flash Extended was kind of a waste because we didn't necessarily even need that. And if we come over here and actually come into extended, we could see complex problem solving. And I would say that this is a pretty complex problem that we just tried to solve, but standard honestly handled it just fine. So please don't be one of those people that just comes through here on the thinking level and uses the max because you think that it's what you need. For 99% of use cases, it's probably not. The next thing I wanted to show you is actually going to be inside of Gmail now. So when you're actually inside of Gmail now, you are going to see this new studio button right here or Ask Gemini. If we click on Ask Gemini right here, this is how you can actually access Gemini from inside of Gmail. Or if you click on the studio, this is how you could actually build out automations that are going to live here. And what I would do is click on Do More in Studio. And this actually brings up how you could automate your work with Gemini. And there are a few different ways that you could actually go through and do this. First, they have a bunch of different templates that you can actually fill out and begin to do things. For example, if you want to get notified about messages with specific keywords, you could do that. If you want to get notified about urgent emails, you could do that. If you want to get a daily summary of all unread emails in the morning or in the afternoon, you could actually do that. They have them for meetings, they have them for tasks, for customer connections, for everyday essentials right here. Pretty cool. In addition to that, you could simply just describe what you actually want to do to Gemini, and Gemini will actually run off and do it. Once you actually have all these things set up, you'll be able to come over into your flows right here. You'll be able to see all of them. You'll be able to see any issues, any errors. You can actually come into activity and be able to view all of your activity. And this is now a really easy way for you to begin to automate things that are happening inside of Gmail, inside of your Google Drive, inside of your Sheets, inside of all stuff like this. And setting up just a few simple automations like this around meetings, around emails, around answers, around replying can actually help decrease a lot of the work that you're currently doing manually and can save you anywhere from 30 to 60 minutes, literally in just a few minutes of work setting up these automations. Now, before I get into the rest of the Gemini updates, I wanted to remind you to smash that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date on the latest and greatest changes in AI. I upload videos like this almost every single day, and you're not going to want to miss them. The next update I wanted to show you is that now if you come over into your settings, you are going to see avatar right here. This is going to allow you to create your own AI avatar. You simply just take a quick selfie and it'll bring your avatar to life and you could add your voice to it. Then from here, what they're going to do is they're going to ask you to do a bunch of different things. We could see use avatar right here and we could say something like create a video explaining how the TikTok algorithm works. And then what this will actually do is allow me to use my avatar and to be able to actually create content with this. I could create video content, I can create image content, I could place myself anywhere. And this is pretty cool that they actually give us the ability to do this. In addition to that, if we actually come back over here and we click on avatar, we can now see our avatar. We could retake it or we could add ourselves to any frame by simply typing at me or at Robert Benjamin YouTube into our actual prompt. And then once it's actually done, I want to show you what this looks like. Now, I have to be honest, I am pretty impressed with this because if we actually come over here, let me download this video quickly. I actually want to show you some super specific things here. So if we click into this right here, we could see that my teeth, they do look a little off. I kind of look like I have veneers in this, but I think my hair looks great. I think overall it looks great. Even like this little dot here, I actually have a scar here. It picked up on that. This little like mole or freckle that I have, it picked up on this. I think the beard looks pretty awesome right here. Even the side profile, this looks pretty incredible. I mean, even like I have a little acne right here. It literally picked up on that from my avatar recording. This is pretty insane. And honestly, I think that this records or it sounds like me too. I'm actually going to give this to my editor and we'll play this.
Ever wonder how TikTok knows exactly what you like? It tracks your watch time. The system creates a unique profile just for you, even the comments you leave.
Now, the next thing I wanted to show you here is inside of AI Studio, they got tons of upgrades. So now you could build an Android app. You could actually launch it on your phone as a private Apple. Not this phone because I have an Apple phone, but if you do have an Android phone, directly from AI Studio, which is pretty insane, you can now link apps that you build and give them access to your files and your folders, to your Google Sheets, to your Gmail, to your Google Calendar, to your Google Docs, Google Slides, Google Tasks, Google Chat, Google Forms, literally every Google thing. In addition to that, anything that a Google model can do, you can now do. Convert text to speech, generate music, add database and auth, and literally anything that you could do from inside of here. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to scroll all the way over here and I'm going to create a daily brief app. So I'm going to say I want to create daily brief app that goes through my email and calendar and alerts me of anything that is urgent. Now, I'm going to click Gmail, I'm going to click Calendar, I'm going to click Build, but now you could basically build out these custom apps from directly inside of Gemini here that can access literally anything from Gemini or Google. So you could build out really complex things, you could build out really simple things, and this is a really easy way to be able to build different types of automations and things from inside of Gemini. And this right here is an absolute no-brainer using something like this because it just makes your life way easier. And now we can see that this actually built this out. It says it's automatically going to organize my messages and prepare my replies. Google Calendar is going to read, create, and modify events automatically. I'm going to say sounds great. We just need to click on enable right here. Now this is actually going to go through and this is going to build this out. And in literally seconds, we're going to have our own custom app. Now, while that goes through and does that, before I actually show you what it looks like when it's done, I did want to show you that now inside of Spark right here, we're going to see schedules. So if you wanted to, you could actually get proactive help with tasks scheduled to run on repeat, respond to events, or continuously monitor and react. We could do this from inside Gemini by clicking create with Gemini, or if we wanted to create this manually, we could be able to do this right here, which is really cool. And we could even ask Gemini to create and edit event-based schedules and monitors. So if we get an email, if we get a chat, if we get anything else that's actually hooked up to Gemini. In addition to that, we can actually create these skills right here where we could do things like create one that generates fresh ideas, or create one that automatically preps us for meetings or matches our writing style. We could create them with Gemini, we could create manually, or we could upload the skills right here. And essentially what these skills are going to be is it's an SOP. If you don't know what an SOP is, standard operating procedure, it allows you to do the same task over and over again in the same way, in the same methods, so that nothing actually gets messed up. And this is one of the most important things you could possibly do, whether you're operating in Gemini, ChatGPT, or Claude, because it's going to allow you to get consistent results and the same results over and over again instead of getting random results every time. And now this right here is actually built. We could see everything that it has, all of its core capabilities. We could see the design and architecture. We can now hook this up directly to our Gmail by signing in with SSO. And then we're going to have an executive intelligent assistant that can analyze our inbox, schedule what to filter out the noise, and list what is genuinely urgent. And guess what? We literally just built this in seconds. Now, if you enjoyed this video and you want to learn about all the recent updates that Claude just dropped, I would strongly suggest you check out this video right here that walks you through a bunch of changes that they just implemented. I'll see you over there.